What's up, everybody?
Hi.
We made it.
Hi.
All right, so I'm Glenn, that's Claire, and that's Amanda on the other screen. And give me just a minute here because I'm going to get us set up with, practice mode. Okay, hold on. Broadcast, wait.
Thank God I'm not doing
Webinar
this.
is now broadcasting to all attendees. Okay, now we did it. Take two. I'm Glenn, that's Claire, that's Amanda. What's going on, everybody? And this is the best Master in the World trophy right here.
Look at that.
So, but hang on for 1 second. I want to get us set up on YouTube. So, Amanda, you and Claire, take it over. Talk to everybody about facing adversity.
The temperature in Seattle.
It was like in the 30s this morning. I had frosty.
I live in paradise, Amanda. Sorry.
I know. It's so cold.
All right, so let me just set this up for everybody. So you guys know what's going on here. So this webinar, the 6-Digit Club podcast, excuse me, it's not a webinar anymore. This is our podcast. This is podcast number 1 of the 6-Digit Club. Okay.
You're special if you're watching it.
Yeah. So what we did is we have a lot of students who were very successful. Amanda is obviously one of them. And so we created this group that's called the 6-Digit Club. And the purpose of the 6-Digit Club was to sort of acknowledge those people who've achieved like a special level of success from their microblading business, right? And so if you're in the 6-Digit Club, it means that you've made 6 digits, or in other words, $100,000 per year or more of, like, that's your level of income or above from microblading services. And so we were thinking about, like, we wanted to have a podcast that where, you know, we could talk about all the different subjects related to striving to achieve the success within a career in microblading. And we're thinking about all the different names that we can name it. And then we're like, let's call it the 6-Digit Club podcast, because the 6-Digit Club is what it's all about. You want to get to the 6-Digit Club because, Amanda, tell them what's waiting for them.
You know, it's funny. I got to tell you this. Sometimes, like, I meet people and like they're thinking of taking the course and they go, I'm going to be in your 6-Digit Club.
Right.
I'm like, okay, let's first get started.
Right.
Then you'll worry about the 6-Digit Club. But it's funny. And you know what I want to do is I want to invite you, if you are one of our students and you're doing amazing and you're doing the 6-digit, because I don't know exactly, you know, who is doing what, and you're doing good and you're successful, please reach out to me or to Glenn so we could feature you just like Amanda. We want to give you the opportunity to come here and share your success, because really our goal is to get our students as successful as you could be. I want to tell you, can I tell just a little short version about me if they don't know?
Yeah.
Okay. So I came here, I'm from Turkey, from Istanbul, if you guys didn't know. And I came to the United States.
Where is that, in China?
See, for real. You know what? I'm looking at her here when I'm talking to her. That's even funnier.
Yeah, let me put her over here for you.
Oh, can you believe he just said that?
I'm trying to go live on YouTube, and just when I'm trying to do it, it doesn't work. I can't believe this. So for those of you who are watching, I don't want to interrupt Claire's story, but just we're going to let this thing go on Facebook, and then we'll upload it to YouTube later. So I'll just let this go. All right, so go.
So anyway, but I came to this country when I was 19 years old, all by myself. I barely spoke English. I still cannot speak such good English, but you know, I'm managing. He makes fun of me.
She's all right.
But so I just wanted to explain that when I came here, I'm going to tell you exactly how much money I had. I had $600 in my pocket, and I was so proud because I came here as an au pair, which means that, you know, you take care of the kids and, you know, do light housekeeping. And, you know, I was like, okay, I want to buy a car, but I can't even afford anything. So I got my green card from a lottery. Long story short, that was an amazing thing because I didn't want to leave US. It was my dream. And I was like, maybe I get married, you know, because that's like a Turkish mentality. Like when you're 19 years old, 20 years old, that's like, you're old to get married and have kids. And if you are from my background, or maybe Middle East, or maybe even other cultures, I don't know, you could actually relate to that. So I was looking for a husband. What do I find? A guy who does not have a green card.
Well, that's no use to you.
No use. But I love the guy. I'm not going to, dump the guy because, So anyway, then one day, my friend Sibel, if you're watching this, her cousin got us a newspaper article. Back then, there was newspapers,
right.
I mean, there's still, but who reads them? And it was the lottery, the green card lottery. So I won the green card, and I said, you know what? I'm going to do this. You know when it started, Glenn and Amanda? You know when it started?
When?
I went to the immigration for the interview, and she said to me, what do you do? I said, I'm an au pair. She goes, what did you do in your country? I actually was in the beauty industry in my country. I did facials and I did massages. That's what I did. And I loved it, And I said, I'm an esthetician. And she goes, my dear, you know what? Go get a real job. Go get a real job. I don't want to offend anybody because there are other au pairs, But she says, you have a profession. Do you like doing that? And I said, yes. I said, I don't like taking care of kids. She goes, go get a real job. Go get yourself an esthetician job. And I said, I can. And you know what she said to me? She says, I'm giving you the right to work and make money and stay here in the United States of America. It makes me I want to cry. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I can? Really? And I said, I'm going to make the American dream. I'm going to make it. I'm going to be big and I'm going to have money. And you know what? I'm going to be able to afford things because I never was able to.
Right.
Where I grew up, I didn't have money either, So I said, I'm going to take care of my family. I'm going to, take care of my cousins, my uncle, my aunt, my mother, everyone, right? And my grandmother, mostly. So I did it. And you know what? I'm so driven to make all of you successful because I just cannot believe if I did it, what is the difference? You just have to not quit. So people get challenges. I'm sure you had a lot of challenges. Mm-hmm. What was your challenges when you started?
Oh my gosh. Well, number one, I didn't have a background in the beauty industry. I had an accounting background. So for me, I would have never in a million years thought I'd have the name artist next to my name. You guys know I'm a math nerd. I'm the biggest math nerd.
Right.
So art and beauty, all that stuff was foreign to me. And I had no idea that I could be successful in this industry. Of course I do my own accounting now, which is wonderful, but that was my challenge was learning the art of microblading. And obviously with the training and everything, it really, if you're watching this and you don't have a beauty background, I hope this is inspirational for you because I was as left-brained as it gets, it just takes practice. That was it. And then I was so scared because I just had this mentality of I'm not an artist, and I was so scared that I want to say my first 30 appointments, and if my husband was here, he would be giving the double thumbs up. I cried before every single appointment. I was so terrified.
I would cry. So scared?
Oh my gosh, I would get rejected on a level because I had a bad stroke or something and I would cry. I was just so
oh, you mean when you were trying to get certified?
Well, and my starting out in my company, my first 30 clients, I was bawling. I was so scared. I thought they wouldn't like it. I thought I was going to
charge them. This is very, you did.
I ramped up. So I think the first couple I did for free or charged tool costs, but I was charging right out of the gate as fast as I could because I wanted to break even on investment, but it's a matter of going for it right away, isn't it? Everyone that's done one of these podcasts with you guys, I think the pattern that we see is they get started right away and they do more clients or models right away. And that builds that confidence for them. But it took getting through those.
People quit if they can't do it the first try.
Well, it's true.
It's so ridiculous to me.
You know what I found, Claire?
And you know what? This is not for me. I get messages. I'm going to quit. You know what I say every course? the beginning of the course, I tell my students, I'm here for you and I'm going to make this happen for you. But I have zero tolerance for people that are lazy and they don't want to put in the time. Because at the end of my presentation, I show my students my work, you know, what it was, especially like when I first started, even after my Fibras course, to be honest with you, like I was certified. I mean, some of the pictures, of course, I show them before my Fibras certification. And I also show them before my course, which was like insanely ridiculous, like so ridiculous that they're like, no, you did that? And I'm like, yeah, I did that. You know what I mean? So I just want to tell you guys that I'm nothing special. I'm not an artist. And you know what? My last two courses, one in San Antonio and my last course in Orange County, I had two guys, two straight men, okay? And they're artists, like they draw, like incredible. Well, guess what? It's an advantage, but it is not something that other people cannot do. It's different if you're trying to be an artist and you want to do my portrait. You know what I'm saying? Like there is this guy, his name is Recep. He follows me. Maybe he's watching, but unfortunately he doesn't speak any English. He was super surprised when he found out that I'm speaking Turkish. This guy is so unbelievably talented. Like he makes an eye and he's doing all these details. Glenn, I'm going to show you. It's so ridiculously insane. You're like, is this a photograph?
Oh, you mean like how talented he is at art?
It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. And I'm like thinking, okay, here it is, blank, you know, black and white. Can you do that? Can somebody teach me how to do that? I'm asking you a question.
To do the art that he was doing?
That he does.
I don't know.
No way.
I don't think so.
No way.
I don't think so.
I'm telling you that you got to be born with.
Right, you got to be born with
because
that. Okay, I see
this
your point.
guy have this like a picture I'm going to show you that he drew. That it's paintbrushes. I thought it was a photograph, and I'm like looking at it. I'm like, oh, can I curse? But it did. I was like, holy shit! No. Come on, my students know I love to curse. Okay, so I'm like, holy shit, this is crazy. So me and Kim Do in New York are looking, and we're like, Claire, this is a photograph. I'm like, Kim, it's not. And we're looking, and we're like, it's not. I'm like, it's not. I'm like, this guy is insane.
But your point is that this guy is so talented.
This guy is so talented, and he's doing amazing in microblading. So it's easier for some people, and it's not as easy for others. And I always say, some people are going to be like, okay, maybe I need to practice the head strokes 150 times before I could even get it remotely close to what it's supposed to be. And some people have to do it 5 times. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
But the point is that it's learnable.
Exactly. That's my whole point. And you know what? I mean, I'm so patient. I'm going to teach it to you, you know?
Look how shiny it is. Oh my God.
I still cannot believe I get excited just looking at it. But anyway, so what are the other things that you got, like challenges?
Oh my gosh. Well, Glenn, you're going to have to share a little, well, you both, you know about my surgery this year.
Oh,
so I know a lot of people have been following my journey saying, oh my gosh, it's just been an explosive year for you. But what people don't realize is I had my jaw wired shut for 4 months.
Lecter. I called her Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah. Well, and you guys didn't believe.
Even know. I'm like, Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, it was horrible. And I still have to wear it a lot. And I was on a liquid diet. I was wired shut and you couldn't understand me. But I was still doing appointments through all of
You're
that.
like this, and you're talking like this. And I'm like, horrible. Are you kidding me? You're still working like this?
I asked Amanda if it would be okay to mention this because...
Well, she said it herself.
Yeah, but it's the most, to me, like you
Crazy.
see people face challenges and there's all sorts of difficulties that we run into in life, in this microblading career, in business, and all sorts of curveballs that you'd never expect. And you have to fight through them. But when you sent me, Amanda, the video of you with your mouth literally wired shut.
Like Hannibal Lecter.
Guys, when we say wired shut, what that means,
like this, like
she had this thing in her mouth with like rubber bands to her. Show them your braces so they can see.
No, but people are gonna think it's like braces. It's not.
No. But there was
it was like a plastic thing, and then this.
But it was wired to, like, she had to put the rubber bands on, connect them to the braces, so she literally couldn't open her mouth, like move her jaw. But yet this girl that you're looking at right here, she continued doing appointments. And I'm like, wait a second.
And actually, you do like a video or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, Claire, Glenn didn't believe that I was doing appointments, and so he made someone else in the building come over and take a video of me doing a consultation with a client with my mouth wired shut.
Amanda, can you send me that video real quick on Viber? Because I can show it to everybody.
Oh, I will have to pull it up. I don't know where it is, but I will find it for you. It is really embarrassing. It was so bad.
Not embarrassing at all.
But do you want to know something though?
It's super inspiring.
Well, working through that and with wired shut, that surgery was $60,000 out of pocket. Insurance didn't cover it. And because I kept going, which it sounds bad, but you just freaking do it. I paid for that surgery with cash, and people would have had to take out a huge loan, but you've got to, that's just success, is having the attitude of pushing through whatever challenge comes your way.
Yeah.
I'll find that video for you, but
you're like really a strong person.
You have, but here's the thing is I've seen Claire's trainings. I've seen Leslie's, the thing is, it's not, the training is perfect. It's set up, it's duplicatable. But what I've noticed is and I've had a lot of people and artists that have trained reach out to me with questions or concerns like, oh, I'm stuck at this point, or I'm going through this right now, and so I'm not pursuing it like I want to be. And I've really categorized it into 4 different types of people, and you really have to choose who you're going to be if you want to hit that 6-digit club or even get started in business, because most people that are training, and I've talked to you about this, Glenn, most people that are training have had jobs their whole life, and they don't understand the mentality it takes to build your own company and build your own skill set, in your own business. You're used to going and spending 8 hours at your job and giving everything you got because you have to, but you won't spend 30 minutes at home for yourself and your own future. And it's just so backwards, And I think that number one, there's people that never get started. They take the training and they just cop out. They don't set any goals. They don't make any decisions.
The day of the training, how about that?
It's horrible. And then there's the people that they have all these dreams and they're excited, they're emotional, they go to the course, and then they even set goals, but they're so afraid of the challenges and doing the work that they just cop out. They don't do it, And then there's people that set goals and they have it all lined out and they really want to pursue a specific business or goal, but they're just not willing to work through the challenges, and they quit, just like you were saying, Claire. And then literally the only fine line difference between the people that are successful in this industry and not is because people literally go all in. It's an all in, it's up here. It's not your skill, it's up here. You have to know not only your goals.
Yeah, because you have to just go with the right mindset.
Yes.
And I'm not saying, and I don't want it to look like I'm trying to sell a course. I'm not, because people say, oh, it's so easy. They make it sound like, oh, everybody's going to make it. I'm not saying everybody's going to make it. Everybody doesn't make it.
No.
And if everybody made it, actually, then we would have no business. But it's the same thing. I know people that went to a law school. They finished law. Here we go. She finished accounting. She's not, she's using it, I guess, but she's not, doing it. So that's not what I'm trying to say. But what I'm trying to say is, if anybody puts their mind to it, the mind is so powerful, you will find a way to do it. And we give you guys those tools to do it. So I don't know. It's like, so, I don't know. Like,
You
Well,
know,
and I get messages from people and they say, they're like, oh, I haven't graduated because of A, B, or C, you know, whatever challenge they're going through. And in my head, I'm like, well, honestly, this girl's never going to be successful, because if they're allowing that little thing to affect graduating their course or to affect building their company, there's no way. You know, you've got to be all in. You've got to be willing to, like you said, to problem solve. And problem solving can be challenging, and most people give up, but you've got to be able to come up with solutions when nobody else would, you know, because you're going to get your challenges.
I, by the way, want to thank you, because I get a lot of students telling me that you help so many people that I didn't even know. And like last night, I graduated a student and I saw that she tagged her too, to thank her. I want to also personally thank you for helping people, because I always say, you know, we shouldn't look at each other as competition, because only negative stuff comes out when we look at each other as competitors. And there is enough eyebrows, there is enough students, there is enough of everything that we don't need to fight. I mean, we live in America. Are you kidding me? It's not like, you know,
there's like 130 million customers for this.
like crazy, you know,
So,
like,
you don't have to worry about
don't
running
be
out of
like
customers.
that. Look at each other, at colleagues, and you know what? You will grow more. One day I will learn from Amanda tricks, and then the next day she'll learn from me. Like, if I just have an attitude, oh, I know it all, you know, oh, this, that, like, it's also ugly. You know what I mean? Always be humble. Always never talk negative about competitors. It's just not good. You know what? It's so interesting. I used to work in Boston at a hair salon. So this guy, the owner, I hope he's not watching me, but it doesn't matter. I know. So he used to tell people, who did this? Like, you know, do you know that the woman goes, well, guess what? You cut my hair last. I swear. And I was like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't know what it is. Like, to go say, you know, sorry, shit about other people, like, what are you going to gain? You know what I'm saying? Like,
The people that are moving forward, that are like succeeding, that are working hard, they just don't do that. It's the people that want a microwave business. They want to shortcut it, you know, but the thing is,
shortcut. There is no shortcuts. Be real. Okay.
But keep in mind, like there's whatever project or business, you know, even cleaning your room, you know, it always ends up more difficult than you expect it to be.
Kidding me?
And it always ends up taking more time than you think it's going to take. And it always costs more than you think it's going to cost, you know? And so you've just got to accept that going into it. It's not easy. It's not a microwave business. It's not an easy way to make this huge income. Like
Microwave, meaning like you just put it in, you press the button, 30 seconds, a business pops out.
That's exactly right.
That. I know.
Microwave business, duh.
There's no shortcut.
Hello, duh. Oh, but you know what I mean?
I want to mention something. You know, Claire told her story how she came here at a very young age, right? And she had very little money, and that puts you in a position where you don't have a choice, right? You have to just you're already like in the fight for your life, for making money.
Yeah, and I felt so homesick, Glenn. Really?
From a very young age. Like Claire's been in business for herself from the very beginning of her career. Like there was no point where she was a W-2 employee where somebody else, I just want to make this point, where somebody else was like, she had a job and all she had to do was show up and she gets a paycheck and you just check in. You never even experienced that. So for you, you didn't even have a chance to like think about, okay, you know what? I've been operating like this for so long where I just kind of show up and do my job and I get money and I go home and I don't have to worry about whether my efforts produce real results or not.
Yeah.
Instead, you had to be concerned, am I producing results right from the beginning? Because you said you wanted a car, you wanted to provide for your grandma, you wanted to take care of all these things, and it's not going to happen by itself, right?
Right.
So this is the mindset that you're talking about, right?
Mm-hmm. It's a paradigm shift that people just don't understand. You know, it means that you're going to be promoting your social media a lot. You're going to be doing extra consults. You're going to be going the extra mile for your clients starting out. You're going to be thinking ahead, you know, because here's the thing about jobs is like from your neck down, you're worth an hourly rate or a salary, you know, you're at a computer or whatever, or even just the microblading as an employee. But to be a business owner, it's up here. You got to use your neck up, right? And that's what people just don't get. It's not clock in, clock out. It's not, oh, I'll do it when I feel like it. You've got to treat it like a job, your own job.
To this.
Yeah.
I want to add something to this. Amanda, not everybody wants to be a business owner, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
So some people will work for a salon.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
Look, you know what? I have Joy that works for me. She has no interest. If you have a place that you're happy with, like honestly, it was so funny. My lease was up, you know, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I just give it up. It's so hard for me. I'll just do my clients here at the academy. So I tell Joy, listen, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna. She's like, what? Really? Like, you don't love me anymore? Why? Like, why you want to get rid of, like, remember that? And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, no, I love you. It's just, you know, I don't have time to run this and to do that. So she doesn't want to have it. I said, do you want to buy my business? She was not interested. Because why? You know what she said to me? Claire, I'm so happy here. I make plenty money. She makes she's actually in the 6-digit club herself.
She's amazing.
But working for me, she's in the 6-digit club. Mm-hmm. So guess what? She has zero headache, zero responsibility. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I mean, she does have a responsibility to show up and do her work, but that's it. I buy her products. I, you know, pay the, somebody who answers her calls, everything. I mean, so I just don't want to say that because it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
It's not.
But if you do want to build the business aspect of things, it's going to have to shift.
But it doesn't matter because they still have to have the attitude. Because, for example, I tell you, I lived in Boston for 9 years. I was actually voted Boston's best esthetician because I always strive to be the best. I mean, that's like my personality. I'm like, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it like best. If I don't do it. That's why like some of my students ask me, do you teach lips? Do you teach eyeliner? I say, look, I do it, but I'm not like great at it. And they're like, you know what they tell me, Glenn? They're like, you are so good at teaching it. You don't have to be so great at it. That's what they tell me, which is actually an interesting thing because you could be an amazing artist, but you don't know how to deliver the information. So, but anyway, you know what I did when I came here? You probably don't even know this story.
What? So
I moved to Florida because I was getting married to my first husband, who is not your brother. Okay, that's clear now. So I came. And then I said, you know what? I have to work someplace because I cannot just open up a business. I don't know anyone. I don't have not even one client. So I started working with a commission. And guess what? No business. I'm sitting all day long like this. I said, you know what? I'm not going to just sit here and wait for the business to come. So you know what I did? It was a busy salon, busy beauty hair salon. Nails was busy. But me, just a little room in the back of the salon doing waxing, facials or whatever. People didn't even know about it. That people didn't even know that we had it, you know? So you know what I did, Glenn? I asked my clients from Boston, I said, can you please give me like a reference? So they start emailing me, Claire, So I printed all this out.
Okay.
So I go, hi, how are you? My name is Claire. I just moved here from Boston. You know, I'm trying to build my business here. Can I offer you a free eyebrow shaping? And they're looking at me like.
In the salon you did this?
In the salon.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting your hair done. You know, the hair that you have.
I still have a little bit. Yeah.
Little bit.
It's turning gray, but okay.
So you know what? I went and I said, I'm Claire. I just moved here from Boston. Can I offer you something? Or when they came to me to do their eyebrows, some people, you know what they said to me? And like kind of rude. No, my eyebrows are just fine. So then I started saying, I learned a lesson. I said, you know what? I would love to do your eyebrows. They're good, but I could do something a little bit different. I think you're going to like it even better. So that's the approach that I start taking. You know what I mean? Yeah. So then all of a sudden, I swear to my kid's life, if I'm lying, 1 year, Glenn, 1 year, full book, every single day, full book. So I go to the guy and I'm like, John, I said, you know what?
The salon
owner. Mm-hmm. I said, you know what? I don't want to be working for you anymore because I see that you're renting chairs. Can you rent for me? Oh, of course. What a guy. He goes, no. He said, actually, yes. Everybody was renting for like, I don't know, like $300 mm-hmm. a week. He goes, $800 a week. I'm like this, you know. You know what? There was a place called Parthenon. Uh-huh. I think I was with Scott when I was there.
Parthenon. Okay.
It's like salon suites.
Yeah.
Okay. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to go. Now this salon suite concept is everywhere. At the time, it's so crazy. This guy was so greedy, so he couldn't really make it like a franchise. But some other people did. They were smart business people. So these kind of salons are everywhere that you could just go rent your little room. Mm-hmm. And that's your own business. Huh?
And so what happened?
It's exciting for you.
I want to know what happened. Are you going to tell us or what? She's telling us about salon suites. Tell us what happened.
So then I left the guy.
Okay.
And then I went on my own. And that's how my business started.
Yeah.
But
you took the point Claire is getting at is that she's saying, okay, look, the conversation was here. Not everybody necessarily wants to be a business owner, but no matter if you're going to be working in a salon or you're whatever, you have to look outside the box and take the initiative. So Claire saw the opportunity of these people sitting there, getting their hair done. And she went to her clients, got the testimonials, used that in your presentation. You know, how did you use that?
Not a presentation. I mean, this is a long time ago, Glenn, but I
said, what did you do with it?
I said, look, you know what?
You had them write that for you for what?
I printed out and I went like this. You know what? Look, I want to read to you some, people, my clients.
But you hate reading.
I hate reading and I did it. For the sake of making money. Because my ex-husband didn't really do well.
Okay.
I wanted to do good, so I went and I said, look, here are, and then I showed them my Boston's Best Award. That helped, to be honest with you.
That's so amazing. There's so much good stuff in there really to unpack for anyone who's listening, because like you took initiative, right? You saw an opportunity, you took initiative. You use reviews and testimonials, which is what we're always talking about.
Yes.
Today it's on social media. Back then, was there social media back then?
No, this is like,
1980?
This is like 16 years ago.
She didn't catch the joke. I was trying to mess with her. I'm like, what was that, 1980?
This is very heavy.
She's only like 2 years older than me. So.
This is very heavy.
I'm dating myself anyway. But no, there wasn't social media back then, right? There wasn't Facebook?
No, there was no Facebook.
Okay, so there wasn't reviews, but she used the same concept.
There was no Facebook, but
she used the same concept.
Yeah, I said, you know what? I read my article because I was on the magazine that, I did this good, that good, whatever.
And wait, what's also interesting, because my dad said this to me yesterday. He said to me when he was in business, he's so amazed, Amanda, how we use like Google AdWords and we use Facebook advertising and we create different types of things that we get immediate feedback, right? So we put out an ad and we get feedback and it tells us whether the words that we're using in the ad or the targeting is right or it's wrong or we can make adjustments real. And he's looking at this like, oh my God, this is amazing. When I was in business many years ago, we didn't have anything like this. We would place big bets on things and you'd only know if it works like a few weeks later and then you have to go all the way. But anyway,
life is so much easier right now. I can't even imagine.
But look what Claire did. Look what Claire did. She went with her first approach and her first approach got feedback like, oh, my eyebrows are fine. Okay, I don't think so. I'm good to go. Thank you, whatever, right? So she was like, okay, maybe I need to pivot because I'm getting feedback from the market. The market's telling me my pitch is wrong. My offer is wrong. I need to change the way that So instead of going this way, she goes in this way. Look at all the things that she was doing.
That's problem solving.
Wow, I'm impressed.
It's the first time he heard this too.
I'm impressed. I didn't know you did all those things.
I did.
Yeah.
I sent you the job video.
Oh, you did? Let me share this with everybody. Watch this. Where did you send it? On Viber?
On Viber, yeah.
Okay, hold on one second.
Oh my good. I can't even
Hold on, let me
believe
bring
it.
this
So
up.
wait, so in this thing, people cannot talk to us or ask questions or whatever?
No, there's a chat
They can.
box.
Oh, if you guys have questions, you can just write in the chat. Just
Where's
write in
the
the chat.
chat?
Here's this here over here. I'll go look at that in 1 second. Let me just find this. Hold on. Let me find this video.
Consult with jaw wired shot.
Where's the video? I only have the text. I don't
Oh,
have
it might not have loaded. It shows that it's sent.
Really?
Oh, it's loading.
Oh,
It
it's
might
still
be
loading?
too big of a file.
How long ago did you send it?
Let's see. I'll shorten it. So it sends save as new.
Aw.
Wait, let me find the media. I bet you've probably sent this to me before.
Yeah.
Show all. Hold on. I bet you I have it here. I didn't waste the time. I didn't want to waste the time looking for it, but let me see if I can find
I'll
it.
resend the clip. It's really short. That way we
I
don't.
think I found it. This might
Oh
be it.
no.
Is that it? Wait. I think this might be it. Hold on. Let me just test real fast to see if this is it.
If it's a video, it would, yeah.
Yes, this
Oh
is it.
my God.
Okay, now wait. Okay, wait. I have to, okay, so hold on. Let me share. How do I share? How do I do this? Oh my God. How do I, oh, here, share.
Oh, they couldn't see it?
No, they couldn't see it. Now I got to share my screen with computer sound. Yes, I remember to do this time. Watch this.
Oh boy.
Watch this.
Oh boy.
Come on.
Can they hear it?
They're going to be able to hear this. All right, so everybody be quiet. Ready? Shh.
No, no medications, good, you're healthy. And it looks like you made a note about wanting them to look more natural. So I'm glad that you say that, because that's my style. So I've had much advanced training on making your brows look as natural as possible. So I use advanced hair stroke technique, and what it does is it follows the flow of your natural hair. So it looks very realistic when it's sealed. And that's what people love about microblading, but not everyone has that advanced training. And so that's what we'll focus on.
By the way, if you're watching
You
this,
are amazing.
if you're watching this
Oh
in
my
the
God.
chat, please tell Amanda that you're proud of her
Oh
for
my-
doing this. This girl is insanely courageous. She doesn't care. She's going.
No, but
She's knows where
by the
she's
way,
going. Nothing's
I
gonna stop her.
I love the way she's also explaining.
Yeah, perfect.
You know what's really funny though is I've done really well with the Asian Spine 5 brow pattern, and I get a lot of very Asian clients that are not from the area, and they bring their families.
I love Asian skin,
And
my
they-
favorite.
No, but with my mouth wired shut, they could not understand one word.
Oh my God.
So literally, I don't, and they would just nod like they understood.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know how that worked out.
They're like, is she talking Chinese?
Oh
Oh
my
my.
gosh, that was yeah, that
Wow.
was 4 months.
You are amazing.
Yeah,
You are amazing.
when she told me this, and I said, you're gonna be in liquid diet. I joined her for just a few days, but I couldn't do it.
Remind me, you tried the liquid
I
diet.
did try
Support me.
Yeah.
to support her. I tried, but you know, it didn't last that long.
No, you didn't. You didn't. It required no discipline
Ah,
on my end. So.
It's super hard.
Amanda, everybody is telling you, oh my God, you go, girl. Oh my God, amazing job.
Everybody needs to know that everybody's gonna.
So
have
impressed. So
What
proud.
about
wow.
Claire?
ambition to
Good
win.
job.
You were good.
Nothing for me.
But you guys, you are going to have your challenge too. Maybe you have kids. Maybe you work 80.
Oh,
you know,
Leslie.
Oh, that's it. We gotta go.
You know.
It's
Oh,
done.
from Leslie Ritchie. Wait, hold on 1 second.
Oh, Leslie. Hi, Leslie.
You-
Okay,
Can
listen,
you-
we have 2 minutes, and I gotta cut this thing. So hold on. Let's see if we can find Leslie here real fast.
You
Leslie
could add
Ritchie.
her?
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna add Leslie, and hopefully it's Leslie this time because the
Oh,
last time I
yeah.
did this, Amanda, were you on with me when I did that last time?
I think I was when she was at dinner.
It just said
was a woman
just
in
listen.
the park.
Oh my God.
I turned on somebody's monitor, like they're looking at their phone watching the webinar like this, and their name was Ashley, and I made them a panelist and put their camera on. All of a sudden, she's live. She's live in front of like thousands of people. I'm like, oh, hello, you're not the Leslie that I thought you were.
Oh my God.
Hold on, here's Leslie Ritchie. Wait, there she is. Leslie Ritchie, ready? Here we go.
And time he did that to me, and I was getting my hair blow dried.
That's right.
Oh, that was funny, but you looked great. It was good.
Oh my
It
God.
worked out.
Whatever.
It was
Leslie,
wonderful.
I'm unmuting you. There she is. Oh my God. There's Leslie Ritchie's. There's Leslie Ritchie's couch.
No, it looks like a bed frame.
I love that headboard.
Leslie's not even listening to us. Oh my God. I don't know what she's doing, but I better get rid of her. Before she does something stupid.
Takes her bra off or something.
This is a really like weird thing to do, right? Like you jump into people's lives.
You
Like
did that to me, and I was like
Claire
this.
Claire
I was like, oh my
Claire
God.
was in the middle of getting her hair done. She had like rollers in her hair. You saw that?
Don't exaggerate.
You had rollers in your hair.
It was fine.
She put rollers in your hair. I have it on video.
No,
You have like 4 rollers.
What?
Yes, you have 4 rollers in your hair.
Glenn, it was clips. It wasn't
Oh,
rollers.
they look like rollers. to me.
Rollers is for old people who have, no offense to old people.
You're offending everybody
I'm
today.
sorry,
Claire.
I love old people. But I'm just saying, you know what? I mean, come on. 90% of my clientele in Boca is like, you know.
Oh my God. So anyway, listen, Amanda, what's the moral of the story here today? Because we got to jump off.
Mindset. Be tough, be all in. You know, just know that we're all going to have our challenges and you're going to have to embrace yours and problem solve. Reach out
That's
for
right.
help. Also, another thing, I have a very good friend, another artist, my friend Velma, who has been my rock through all this. So having another friend in the industry that you can work together with and just
That's
almost
true.
like emotional support. That was a big thing for me. I don't know what I would have done without her.
Yeah.
So that was a big thing too.
I think you would have still been fine, but okay.
But not when you're crying every appointment. Oh my gosh, I was a mess.
You don't see the crying part. Do you have any video of the crying part? Like you can share with, never mind.
Oh, if Ben was here, he would have stories to share.
We're going to bring him to the podcast next.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is what I want to know. Who do you want to see next? Next podcast. Who do you want to see?
Comment in the chat.
Not Branko Babic. I don't know if he'll come.
We're going to invite him, but
We're going to invite him.
who would you like to see? What would you like us to talk about? What subjects are important to you? And we want to bend this in
Yes.
your direction so that we're delivering content.
Who should be next? What's next? What's next?
I should be next.
Oh, there's Leslie.
I should be next.
I should be next. Leslie, hold on.
Where are you?
Wait, let me find
Make sure you have clothes on. We just saw your bed.
analyst. Hold on a minute.
Guys, I'm packing.
Oh,
Hold on. Can I ask
where
to
are
start
you going?
video?
Oh, she's going to New York.
Okay,
I'm packing for New York.
you can turn your video on if you want, Leslie.
I'm gonna.
No, I don't want to turn my video on right now.
All right. Next time I surprise bring somebody on, I probably shouldn't add their video immediately, right?
No.
All right. Leslie did that. I didn't do that. I don't know what she's showing
Okay,
us.
can you please see who they want? I'd like to see. Can you see the messages real quick before we go?
Take me out, Glenn. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Coming to your city, Jill.
So where's the link going to be available online?
You know what, Amanda? I'm going to Chicago. You remember when you helped me in Chicago?
I love Chicago. Yeah, we had so much
I'm going to
fun.
that restaurant again.
We ate so much food, and Claire was so upset. You have to tell this. Claire was so mad.
All right, fine. I'll quickly tell the story.
This has got to be 1 minute. 'cause
Okay,
I gotta
1 minute.
go.
I love to talk. I have like.
Please go. Tell us.
Okay, so we go into the restaurant. The lady looked so weird, like from the 80s. Like, we're like, okay, lady, it was an 80s night. Then I look around and I'm like, oh, okay. And then it was like a big deal. It was like a very popular restaurant. And then there's no seats. And I'm like, you know what? How about that? Like, can we just sit there? One chair.
Up at the bar.
But like bar area, one
Yeah.
chair. I'm like, okay, you know what? Don't worry about it. So I go to this woman. Are you using this chair? She says, yeah, somebody's coming. I go to this guy. Are you using this chair? Everybody's purses were there on this chair. He's like, yes, we are. I'm sorry. We finished the dinner. That bastard, he still had that chair empty.
I was standing
Good.
eating dinner, and Claire was so mad.
I mean, I had a big butt, so I couldn't really even share the chair with her.
I kept telling Claire it was okay because I needed to stand from the long.
Can you imagine how rude? People are so rude. Please don't be rude.
Look at her. It's so funny.
All right. Adios, everybody. This was the first episode of the 6-Digit Club podcast. Congratulations, everybody. We did it. We did it. All right. Amanda, thank you to you also. Thank you for participating. You always make these conversations even better. And you guys can catch this. We're actually going to let this one go, the whole thing on Facebook. What we're going to do in the future, though, is it's going to have just like the first 7, 8, 9 minutes on Facebook. And then we're going to have it probably on our YouTube channel. So you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Microblading Academy USA. Just type that in. You'll find us on YouTube. Subscribe, and you'll catch all the rest.
Follow us.
Adios.
Follow me. I'm at Eastside Microblading.
Yes. At on Instagram, at Eastside Microblading.
Follow us on Instagram too.
Microblading Academy USA.
That's it.
Ibra's
right.
Master Claire Rosenberg. That's not so difficult to forget.
All right. Adios, guys.
Come
We'll
see
you.
me in Chicago. I still have 2 spots free.
See ya. Peace.
Bye.
See you, Amanda. Thanks.
See you later.
Bye, Amanda.